guys, I'm Sync.
And I'm Echo.
And we're back once again playing AI the Somnium file. In the last episode, we finished off Iris's route. We were here.
In the inner part of the spiral.
Yes.
Iris' eye ruptured.
Or something like that.
Or something like that.
Or something like that. And
I do not believe that it's like gone because we were connected to the machine. Unless when you took her out, the machine took her eye with it.
Indeed. And in this episode, we're gonna hop back into where we just unlocked on this route.
Well, what happened? We discovered a dead body again.
Yeah. So, yes, it was Iris's dead body in the frozen forklift. And that's where we were locked out.
The dead body.
Let's go back into it.
I cannot place what that sync machine has to do with anything, except it might possibly has to do with the fact that their eyes are missing.
Indeed. We shall find out.
This time for realsies.
Have you settled down? The scene is being inspected without you. This time the body didn't disappear. However, you lost consciousness. I didn't expect you to faint. Seeing that corpse must have been incredibly shocking. I did not predict you to be the fainting type.
Oh, it's the other guy that's gone.
Now that you're back, let's get back to business. You are conscious, are you not? Are you at a loss for words? Date,
her face in this situation.
Thinking that Iris died because of me. If I never took her to Ota's, this wouldn't have happened. If you truly believe that, then your brain is completely rotten.
I think it's too late for that. I think his brain is rotten.
Your head became filled with images of blooming yellow dandelions.
What?
Oh, you're talking now. Was I correct? If you consider the situation logically, even an elementary school student would understand.
Huh?
Fine. Allow me to pluck some of those dandelions from your mind.
Please.
I will ask 3 questions. Please answer honestly.
Okay, I'll try.
First question. The cold storage warehouse was not in regular operation.
Correct.
But even so, the AC was on, and a minus 58-degree temperature was maintained. Why is that?
Water.
The dark blue ocean spread. Okay.
All right. Why
Ice cream. No. Wait, can I? I will explode in my head if I say that. To preserve something. That's what I actually think, but okay. I really want to click ice cream.
Do you want to say ice cream?
I want to see what happens.
Ice cream?
Oh, I see you are back to making jokes. I am glad to hear that, but please stay focused.
Please. All right.
Okay, to preserve something.
To preserve something?
Yes. Let us move on to the next question.
All right.
Second question. There was something strange about the corpse. Do you remember what that was?
The eye? Are you talking about, or it was covered by, it was missing its right eye. It was hidden in the engine compartment. Well, I wouldn't say the hidden part is strange, because you wouldn't really keep a corpse out in the open like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the completely frozen part is not that strange either if you're trying to preserve the corpse, honestly. I think it's kind of weird that it's covered by a cloth and, like, hidden.
Okay.
It was partially covered by a cloth. If it was supposed to be hidden and you want to hide it some more, you think they would cover it completely with a cloth.
Okay, so...
And I also find it strange that it's missing its right eye.
Alright, which do you find more strange?
I guess it's the right eye for me because everything has always been about the left eye, and this time it's the right eye. But in this timeline, there has only been one corpse other than Iris's now, Shoko's, who was missing the left eye.
Right.
So it's not like a series of similar. It's not like a series of similar death has occurred for it to be like it's strange. It's missing its right eye versus its left eye, but it missing its right eye is still strange.
Okay, so right eye. We'll go right eye first.
Yeah.
All right.
That is a unique factor. But there was something else, something more peculiar.
The cloth?
You wanna go cloth?
Yeah, the cloth.
What is unnatural about that?
Isn't it strange? The culprit hid the body because they didn't want it to be found. But then they cover it with a cloth? That implies they thought that someone would eventually find it.
But do you know for a fact that the culprit hid the body? And even if they were responsible, it is not uncommon that murderers feel a sudden urge of remorse or pity for their victim.
So the cloth was a sign of pity?
That is a possibility.
It was hidden? It was frozen? I guess? Completely frozen?
Yeah, let's go with that one.
Iris's body was completely frozen. The temperature read -58. With Iris's weight...
108 pounds.
Just wondering, but how much do you weigh?
Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady that?
105 pounds.
I see.
Shoot.
105,
Got it wrong.
huh?
It was real close.
Should have taken
It was
about
real
18
close.
hours to freeze solid. But we were...
Wait a moment. Before you draw your conclusion, allow me to ask my final question.
Is it a prop? I mean, what?
Question 3. 2 days ago, Sunday night, you found a dead body in the cold storage warehouse.
It had
But
stab
afterward,
wounds in the back.
You visited the Sagan household and discovered that Iris was in fact still alive.
So are we going with the Hollywood double body thing?
double.
Like the stunt double body? Or no, like the doll that they use to like or like a doll or whatever. Because I save him. No. Because I save Iris and Somnium, therefore she is alive. Iris is actually dead. The corpse was a hallucination.
Or
You mean? My instinct says you mean because there's something about this that's troubling. Like if Iris would have been dead for, I don't know, a couple hours at max when we find her.
Yeah.
For her, okay, you didn't let me finish.
Sorry. There was a pause. I thought you were done.
No, it doesn't mean I'm done. Like, we saw the body beforehand. Therefore, is it a real body? Hey, forensic person, is it real?
Yeah. Yeah, let's find out. Body.
X-ray.
X-ray body.
Wow.
Wait, no skeleton. No skeleton this time.
I don't believe it.
What?
The stomach is swollen slightly. She appears to have been pregnant.
How?
Do not worry. The uterus does not contain a fetus.
You mean after she was killed?
No, the fetus was not present in her body when she was killed. She must have been killed after giving birth. The distended stomach does not immediately shrink after birth. The expanded uterus takes some time to return to its normal size. This evidence
sorry,
makes
what?
one thing perfectly obvious.
This corpse isn't Iris. It's someone else.
Which means...
Iris's
still
twin
alive.
sister?
not necessarily. She could be alive.
We don't know that.
We
That's
haven't
true.
confirmed that yet.
I don't think Renju would kill her.
No.
I
Multiple
sincerely
stab
think
wounds
Renju
with a
is trying to
single-edged, sharp object to the victim's back.
unite her with Falco.
Judging by
That's
the
what I
size
really
and
think is
shape of
happening.
the
Okay,
marks,
yeah.
The weapon was most likely a kitchen knife.
But what is up with this double?
This
Did
match
Iris
was
have a
set on
twin?
Sunday.
So this is the body I saw then. Is there an estimated time of death?
Impossible
Is it
to
hard?
determine.
Because it's been frozen.
This body has been completely frozen for at least 10 years.
What?
10 years? She was killed more than 10 years ago?
Exactly. Her identity is unknown. Her killer is also unknown. But there is one likely suspect.
Who?
Let's consider the clues.
Falco.
Scene: Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse.
Well, you don't know that for sure.
Sunday
If
night,
that's the place he
it's
killed.
also here. And there is something else about Sosajima. We witnessed someone similar to Iris being stabbed repeatedly in Somnium.
But it wasn't Iris. It was this woman.
That is highly likely.
What we saw was So's memory from more than 10 years ago.
I believe that is the case.
What are the chances that someone 10 years ago
But we still do not know
looked
where
like
Renji is.
Iris?
That means that we need to talk to.
Unless he
So
told me he's
Sojima.
hasn't talked to us about like a sibling.
Unless Hitomi hasn't told us something.
Yeah. And this is not like Iris's real mom either, because if she was dead like 10 years ago and she had just given birth, that maybe wouldn't have been Iris.
To Sojima household
Unless this
residence.
is like a younger sister? But that is creepy. Keeping the frozen corpse of someone in here. Mizuki and Ota kept searching for Iris. But unfortunately, they didn't turn up anything. Iris's whereabouts unknown. Worry about her, but wait a minute. How do we see this frozen corpse in Mizuki's Somnium? I should focus on the investigation for now. It will eventually lead me to Iris, I'm sure of it. With that in mind, I headed to Soul's mansion.
That's a good question. I don't have an answer to that.
I thought I told you never to show your face here again.
I don't do very well with listening. Hey,
Wait,
a nice place you got here.
Before doing anything, I want to still finish my dots.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, so this woman who looks maybe around Iris's age now, so like 10 years ago, about 18-ish, give or take, a few years, I guess, died by repeated stabs to the back, and was frozen and kept in the fishery? Or at least kept somewhere frozen.
Yeah.
It may not have been in the fishery for, like, the entire time. And she was pregnant, and she had given birth to a child. A child who would be 10 years old today. We don't know any 10-year-olds. So I don't know if this child is important or not. But she just happens to look like Iris? Is this like... I I don't know if Iris looks more like her dad or not, but I'm assuming that the pink hair comes from her dad. So, like, is this, like, the sister of Iris's dad or something?
Questions.
Because 10 years ago, he told me would be, I don't know. She was, what, 19 when she had Iris? So, about 20-ish? No. 20... 19 plus 18 is 37, so 27-ish.
Uh-huh.
And say if Iris's dad is around the same age, possible for Iris's dad to have a sister that young. Possible. That's like the age difference of my cousins are like 9 years, so it's not completely like impossible for that to be a thing.
Right.
So it's possible that that's Iris's aunt, and Iris looks so much like her aunt. Which is the weird part. Like, Iris just looks like her aunt. Instead of like her dad and mom, or like her mom. Like, it was like, she looks like exactly like her mom, or she looks exactly like her dad, except female. I would be like, okay, fair. Because those are the genes that contribute to Iris, but no, she looks like her aunt who has half the gene that her dad would have. But okay, let's look around. Look at the island. Look at the island.
A topiary.
Tree. I think the island is the only thing we want to look at, but I'm
the
not
island
sure.
and the pond.
There's a small island in the center of the pond.
All right, pond.
A pond.
Okay. Is this a serious one?
It
might serious be. One.
I don't feel like we want to look at the stone or the Verana or whatever.
Yep.
Wait, bridge? There's a... Okay,
cool.
Okay. Let's just talk to So Sejima then.
Hi, So.
Question him.
I didn't come here for Shoko today.
So...
I didn't come here for Iris either. Instead, I'm here for a girl who looks like Iris. Did you kill her?
Wow, straight into it. His body temperature.
I wonder.
You killed her, didn't you?
I don't know what
you're
talking about.
Oh my gosh.
I've had enough of your shit, Congressman. You wanted to check on the body of the girl you killed. That's why you were at the cold storage warehouse 2 days ago.
Okay. I really hate when they just break it like that.
Renju
That's my fault for moving around and the cursor going off of the target.
You were at an Okiura fishery warehouse for a reason. There's definitely a connection between you two. And that's not all. Number 89 called your secretary. The same number 89 that Renju escaped with. Now tell me, where is Renju?
Sup? Suddenly, a gang of bodyguards stormed out of the mansion. Oh yay! In an instant, they surrounded me. This is what we get for not coming with...
We'd like to ask
whatever.
You to please leave.
Are you gonna pull out the porno mag?
Look, a
That's
porno
my
mag.
conclusion
Where?
on how to defeat people in this game. You pull out the porno mag and underwear, and they're just gonna be completely enamored by it for whatever reason.
So
there's nothing we can do.
Nope.
We did
It really
without
is.
a warrant.
That's our bad.
We're technically trespassing.
Yes, technically.
If he had called the police, we would be in a predicament.
Uh-huh.
We would have been detained immediately. Who would look after
We haven't
Iris
talked to
then?
Boss in a while.
No, we
Do
haven't.
you intend to leave your responsibility with Mizuki and Ota? Calm down, Date.
Well, I wouldn't leave the responsibility to Mizuki because she is a child, but Ota is an adult, so...
I explain.
But not an adult I would trust.
To the cold storage warehouse. Let's give her a name.
All right.
Because she is frozen solid, we could call her All Ice or
I forgot
Alice.
about this.
What do you think?
Okay, let's talk for serious.
It fits nicely.
all right, Alice.
Can you imagine police being like, okay, we don't know what her name is. We're calling her All Ice because she was frozen.
I mean, yeah. Also, that's another reference to a game I won't bring up quite yet.
First question.
999.
You have seen this corpse more than twice.
Possibly, yes.
3 times, in fact. When was the first time?
Mizuki.
So that got a chuckle out of me. When was the first time we saw the frozen corpse?
Oh my
Steering
god,
wheel.
did Mizuki see the corpse? Why would she be in the warehouse? Oh my gosh.
So this sucks because I can't keep track of the days.
3 days ago?
Saturday night?
How many days has it been?
Exactly. I know. I did trial and error on this one.
I think it's been 2
3
days
days
since.
ago. Saturday night,
I went-
I synced at Abyss.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
well, I was thinking
In
3
the
days.
Somnium world, we saw the frozen corpse.
Okay, good. Because I was like 2 days ago, I think was when we saw Iris's live stream.
Question 2.
Yeah.
Who is the girl?
Who is the girl? Alice?
Alice.
Adrian!
A virus?
Now I know. That girl was probably Alice.
Yeah,
Most
good for
likely,
you.
Yes. So we have technically known Alice for 3 days.
I wouldn't say known. We've known of
One
her.
last thing.
Go
The
for
final
it.
question. In which
Whose
Somnium
Somnium would we
see
see?
Alice?
You couldn't just name Alice after another flower or something? Okay, Mizuki. Adrian? No, just do Adrian. That take up. What?
So sorry.
Twice!
Exactly.
You gotta start listening to me. This is what happens when I don't have brain.
About Mizuki.
You said it. You said the answer. So I went, okay, yeah. And I went 2 seconds, clicked it, and you went, no, dude.
Dreams are not made of the future. They are made from the past.
I like to
Okay.
list out the options before actually pressing, so
Mizuki,
you should
you've
wait
seen
until
this before.
a while,
There is
and if
no
I don't
other
say anything,
explanation.
then press it.
Yes, ma'am.
Iba, where's Mizuki now?
That's a good
What
question.
was yesterday, Ikume Shrine.
The shrine? Why would she be there?
Unknown.
Hmm.
She is supposed to be looking for Iris.
I
Okay,
mean, the
let's go.
shrine is important to Iris, so it's not completely out of the blue for her to be there, right?
Right. All right. The shrine.
Ikume Shrine. Let's see.
Hey.
Let's see.
Did you find Iris?
If I did, I would have told you already.
Right.
So this is weird, but we need to ask you if you've seen a frozen body when you were a child.
Yeah.
Where's Ota?
All right. Where's Ota?
I think he's searching Akihabara right now. Last time he checked in, he said he didn't have anything.
Specifically,
Okay.
where in Akihabara? Habara.
Where in Akihabara?
The way they say it wrong, so because I hear it, I've been saying it wrong too. I'm like, Akihabara. That's not how you actually say it. They are saying it wrong. They're saying the B wrong.
Gotcha.
Where is Renju?
Where's Renju?
I think Iris is with Renju.
With Daddy?
Yeah. Her note mentioned her most trusted person. It's probably Renju.
Yeah. I remember that mermaid girl saying something like that.
Flashback!
Loading
He was looking
flashback.
for Iris.
He was looking for our. Thank you, flashback.
Wow,
That means
thank
Daddy
you
is
so
looking
much.
for Iris?
It could be. So I need to know where he is.
But I haven't been able to get a hold of him.
What are you doing here?
All right.
Iris used to like this shrine. She
Used
told me
to?
about all her memories here. We used to come here all the time. You know those steps in the front? We would sit there together and talk about things. Like what gluten-free means, and eyelash extensions, and aerial yoga. And we would talk
Aerial
about
yoga?
our problems
Yeah.
together. Sometimes we would talk late into the night.
Is that what birds
I
do?
thought that maybe she'd be here. But it looks like I was wrong.
Yeah, see, like, not completely wrong about...
Yeah.
It's not completely out of the blue, like, Iris do like this place, so it's not like it's nothing to go on. So, yeah, so, I know this is weird, but let's talk about Alice. Wait, did we look around?
Mizuki,
No.
I have something very important to ask you.
When you were young, did you see a frozen body?
You've seen her before, haven't you? 3 days ago, I saw her in your Somnium. The
Wait, does
body
she
of a
know
girl
what that
who
is?
looks like Iris, Alice. Your dreams are built from your memories. So that corpse,
I am losing
Mizuki,
track of what
please
we have
answer
told
me.
people in what timeline.
Iris's life is at stake.
Huh? What do you mean?
Okay, exit.
Yup.
Okay, I told Mizuki everything. What did I tell you about listening before pressing things?
What'd I tell you about listening to me?
Because technically I'm supposed to be playing. But cannot right now. So Sajima is linked to
I need
Alice's
to know
murder.
everything about Alice. If I find out who she is, I might be able to solve the mystery of Renju and number 89. And that might lead me to Iris.
Mizuki looks down at her feet quietly. I could see agony in her face. Did you discover this body on your own? I just need to know. The silence lingered. Finally, she stilled herself, lifted her head, and spoke.
Okay, I'll tell you about Alice.
All right.
Alright.
By the way,
First-
a lantern, guardian dog, tree, shrine, rather solemn, bell. I think this is a serious scene. Hey, look, monument.
Okay,
we don't
the
know what it
monument
says.
had nothing, so it's a serious scene. Okay, let's talk about Alice.
Woo. Okay, there we go. About
About
Alice.
Alice.
It was about a month ago.
A month ago?
Crying in the president's office at Lemniscate.
Huh.
I was peeking through a crack in the door so he didn't see me. Daddy got up, then got into his car and drove away. I had never seen him like that before. I was curious, so I followed him in a taxi. That led me to the cold storage warehouse. He got out of his car and went inside. I followed right behind him, quietly. Daddy was standing next to the forklift in the back. I hid behind a shelf. I watched Daddy open the hood of the forklift, and then, after a little bit, he left. I wanted to know what he was looking at. I went over to the forklift and I looked under the hood myself. And then,
You saw Alice's dead body.
but at the time, I thought it was Iris.
Okay.
What the frick? Okay, so that means that this person has a connection to Renju.
Uh-huh.
Cause I don't know, he was crying over her.
Means that person meant something to him?
Yeah? Okay, we know that Renju and Hitomi known each other since school, so
Uh-huh.
she looks about 18ish, but I think she would be younger than them or something. Because she was killed 10 years ago and she'll be 18 10 years ago. So it's like a relative of a classmate?
Possibly. Or
Hitomi's
possibly
question
classmate.
mark?
Yeah.
It could be. I wanted to say the dad because Iris has pink hair, her mom doesn't, unless her mom actually has pink hair but dyed it brown.
Yeah.
Which we have none of that, so I'm not going down that path. So
We haven't gone to the bathroom to see if she has any hair dye.
or anything. So I'm not going down that path.
Yes.
So I just assumed that Iris got her colors from her dad. But if Alice is Hitomi's sister, that's something different.
Mm-hmm.
But Hitomi didn't say she had any siblings. So I don't know if this is the case, but
Yeah.
Renju knew her.
Yeah.
And she looks like Iris, so that means that it's something.
Yeah.
Okay. What did you do after that?
Okay.
The corpse looked exactly like Iris. I couldn't believe she was dead. I just couldn't. So I went to Iris's house.
Huh? What's wrong, Mizuki?
Iris was alive. I thought I was going crazy or dreaming. I tried to convince myself that it was just a hallucination.
Why didn't you call the police?
What was I supposed to do? Daddy would have been in trouble.
So you kept quiet this whole time?
Yeah.
Did you talk to Ranju about it?
What do you mean? I couldn't just ask. It would have changed everything. I thought that as long as I stayed quiet, everything would be okay. I didn't see a dead body. I wasn't even at the warehouse. I repeated that to myself over and over and tried to forget the whole thing.
Repressed memories are often the subject of somnia.
That's why Alice showed up during the sync.
About the fishery warehouse.
I actually met with one of the higher-ups at Daddy's company last night. Before I went to Matsushita Diner.
Why?
Because you asked about the cold storage. I was curious. I asked around some, and I found out that Daddy was managing the warehouse before I was born. After my grandpa died, Daddy took over. In exchange for managing the warehouse, he gave ownership of the company to someone else. I guess he didn't want to let this place go. Or maybe he couldn't let it go. That's more accurate, I think. But I understand why. Inside that warehouse was...
Alice.
Okay, so he doesn't have... He doesn't control the company, he just controls this warehouse.
Right. He had ownership, but he doesn't have ownership of it anymore. That's to someone else now.
He just manages this particular warehouse in this particular warehouse, which has Alice. So this is just weird. What the fuck is going on?
Daddy was
I'm not seeing connections. That's the problem.
And he was the only one allowed in there too. That was part of the agreement when he gave up the company. And the whole thing had to be a secret. He really stressed that point.
Wait, so he wanted just full control of this warehouse, this particular warehouse. Yeah. So he gave up the company to whoever was controlling the warehouse or whatever?
He had the entire thing. He had someone else take ownership of it, except for the very last warehouse.
Which he wanted all to himself, and no one else can go in except him. He's the only one allowed there. And because it went that extreme, he gave up the whole company.
He gave up that entire fishery, station, except for that one warehouse.
Okay. How long was he managing it?
Hey, Mizuki, how long was he managing the warehouse?
Don't say the number I'm thinking of.
For 18 years.
18?
18 years? From that long ago?
Yes.
Iba, I need an emergency search. Missing persons from 18 years ago.
Understood.
Did we say at least 10 years?
I found her. The girl who looks like Iris.
What's her name?
Monica Iwai, 19 years old at the time of her disappearance. A graduate of Eitoku High School.
Of course.
What?
Now she could be Iris's mom.
At Eitoku High. We've known each other for 20 years now. When I was young, I lost someone very important to me. Monica Iwai, my best friend. One of the only friends I had.
Alice's Monica. Hitomi's friend who went to the same school as her and Renju. But why? Monica's body was found just now. But even back then, Hitomi knew. She knew that Monica was already dead. Iba, where is Hitomi right now?
At headquarters for questioning. MPD still believes that the body they discovered was Iris.
Got it. Contact boss. Have them bring Hitomi to Abyss.
Oh, we're syncing with Hitomi.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Hitomi is not Iris's blood mother.
No.
And I say that blood mother, it is an important fact. But
Birth
Iris's
mother, yeah.
adopted mother.
Yeah.
Which doesn't mean that she's not her mom. I
Right,
don't believe in that bullshit. I believe your family can be whoever regardless of blood.
Yeah.
But
Hitomi just isn't
Hitomi
her
did not
birth
give
mother.
birth to Iris.
Yeah, birth mother, yes.
Yes. On this time, because the dad wasn't there, I'm like, I guess she looks like the dad, but I guess now it's like, it's her mom.
Yeah. Alright, guys. I think we will end things off here, and in the next episode, we're gonna go back to Abyss headquarters to ask Hitomi about her friend.
Who
and
she knew
what
was
she
dead.
knows about it. Yeah.
Well, okay, so I just want to clarify one thing.
Yeah.
If your best friend is gone for who knows how long, like missing, it's not far off to think that they're dead.
Uh-huh.
No contact or anything. It's a natural conclusion to be like, they're dead. I have not seen them or heard from them for whatever. They just disappeared one day.
Sure.
And it's been 18 years, so it's not like it was 2 months ago and she's still searching for her. And she's now like, she's dead. She's just dead. I know she's dead. Or whatever. Yeah. It's been 18 years. It's not unusual to be like, she's dead.
Sure. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So I don't remember the whole conversation we had about that. From the flashback that we got, she was just like, I lost someone. And losing someone doesn't necessarily mean that they died. It just means that if they went missing, you still lost them, right?
Right,
But if she thinks she's dead, it's just because she's been missing for so long. It's just like no possible way she's alive. That's a conclusion that's possible.
Or
Not
you broke
that I'm saying
friendship.
that she doesn't know she's dead. I'm just saying that
No, yeah.
it's a logical conclusion.
Yeah. Or you just, fell out of being friends with that person. You could also say that you lost a friend. So
yeah, so it's there's multiple meanings to lose a friend.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean that they just died. It's just whatever. It's like they don't see them anymore.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.